Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. ओम प्रभु जी, आप इधर आ जाइए। गाना पड़ेगा हारमोनियम।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I'm sorry. What's okay? I think so.
Jaya Radha Gopinata Radha Kichor Gopinata Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Sri Mate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. It's all you. Hey. Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitina Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatar. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arotiko Shobha. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arotiko Shobha. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arotiko Shobha. Janavi Tata Vane Jagamana Loba. Janavi Tatavane Jagamana Loba. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Ko Shobha Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Ko Shobha Janavi Tatavane Jagamana Lobha Janavi Tatavani Jagamana Lobha Jaga Janamana Lobha Jaga Janamana Lobha Gaurangera Shobha Jaga Janamana Lobha So Gaurangera Rotik Shobha Jagjanamana Lobha Little higher. Just right. Gaurangera Rotik Shobha Jagjanamana Lobha Adik Shobha Jagajanamana Lobha Jagajanamana Lobha Haribol 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol Sake Nenitai Chan Bame Gadadhara Nikate Advaita Srini Vaschatradara Vasi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Singhasane Vasi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Singhasana Vasi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Singhasane na Brahma Adideva Gane Narari Adi Kori Chamararulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Gosharigaya Shankar Baje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramarasala Madhura Madhur 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 Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujwala Gala Deshevana Mala Kori Chalamala Shiva Shuka He Narara Preme Gada Gada Hey Narada Bhakti Vinoda Deke Gaurara Sampada Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Aruti Koshobha Janavi Tattavane Jagamana Lobha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Stotra Shri Shrimad. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Haribo. Namaste Narasringhaya. Rahlada Dadadaine. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Shilatanka Nakalaye. Ito Nrishingha Parato Nrishingho. Yato Yamitato Nrishingha. Bahir Nrishingo Hridaye Nrishingo. Nrishingamaring Sharanam Prapadye. Everyone. Tabakara Kamala Pare Nakama Duta Shringam Galita Hiranya Kashipu Tadubinga Kesha Vadita Narahare Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Nishingade Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jai Bhakti Vignamanashana Sri Nishingadev Ki. Bhakta Pravada Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki. Gaur Premanande Haribol.
He asked me yesterday for both.
You have until about, I think, 7:15 or so. I'll actually just look at the poster one more time. 7:15, right? Yes. Just adding another 5 minutes to that. Hare Krishna, everyone. Oh, come on. There's so many people in this room. Hare Krishna. Now it sounds like there's about 200 people in this room. Before we get started, we'll kindly ask if everyone can kind of shift on closer. There's lots of space. Thankfully, we're all vegetarians here. We don't bite, so keep on coming. I know it's a bit humid in the room too, so the fans are running. You'll start to feel better soon, but yes, as much as we can to allow the people who are coming in later to have some more space in the back. So again, I know everybody's kind of stuck to that rope over there, but as much as we can, and we have a nice devotee here who's helping everybody move ahead. Wonderful. So we're going to get into things right away, but as the deity doors close, we're very thankful that each and every one of you are here for the Sunday feast on a hot, humid day like today. So a round of applause for yourself that you guys came out today. Yes? Today is a very special Sunday feast as we have an esteemed guest. I'll say guests actually that are here today. So one of many welcomes to His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu and Nirkula Mataji. As is customary, we give a garland of fresh flowers to welcome our guests. To really speak very quickly, it's kind of hard to give an introduction to two magnanimous devotees as yourselves, but we're going to try. And I also like to add the fact that since Vaisesika Prabhu and Nirkula Mataji have been arriving or coming here to Toronto for many, many years, I think it's fair that we can say that you're coming back home, that we're welcoming you back home. Yes? Agreed? Yes. And it's an open invitation for many, many more visits. But Vaisesika Prabhu has been a practicing bhakti practitioner for many years, since 1973. And he goes across the whole entire world spreading the teachings of bhakti that we all espouse to, as well as providing guidance, wisdom through his wonderful talks, as we're going to get into in just a few minutes, as well as seminars on the art of distributing or sharing knowledge through our wonderful books here that we have on display, which again, Vaisesika Prabhu is going to get more into. I didn't get a chance to give a formal introduction to Nirkula Mataji, and I don't necessarily see, oh, sorry Mataji, you're right there. But a warm welcome to Her Grace Nirkula Mataji as well. She also continues to provide wisdom through her mentorship and guidance and her deep association as well. So we're very grateful for both of them to be here. With that, we'll get right into the talk for today, followed by announcements, and then the prasadam or vegetarian feast to follow afterwards. With that, Hare Krishna. Feel free to read it.
Good evening, everyone. Hare Krishna. I'd like to start with a song from the spiritual world. It's one that our founder, Acharya, my spiritual master, made popular, and it's written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And it's about Krishna and his friends and family in the spiritual world. Are you going to put it up? Jai Radha Madhava. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Vardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Vardhari Jashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jamuna Tiramanachari Jamuna Tiramanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Go Premanande, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Thank you very much, everyone. And I start tonight by offering my deepest respects to my spiritual master, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who's the founder of this organization and also what is called the Acharya, one who sets a standard based on the tradition that's been passed down from many generations. It sets the standard by example and also in writing. The great teachers codify the process so that others can easily follow it in the future. And one of the great contributions of the teachers, who are considered to be great acharyas, just as in science you have big names like, if you don't say Einstein, I don't know, Schweitzer, and you could name names in every field. There's the big names, the shoulders upon whom others stand to see forward. And in the spiritual tradition also, we have Ramanuja, we have Madhva, Shankaracharya, we have Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in the present day, our Acharya, who is in the Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, that's a mouthful, but it's the tradition passed down originally from Krishna, who's said to be the Adi Purusha, the origin of all. And the knowledge is transmitted then to people who are interested in making spiritual advancement. And our founder, Acharya, was the author of over 70 books. And one of the most important of all of them is called the Srimad Bhagavatam. The ancient wisdom texts are vast. And at intervals, there are times in history when they get summarized so that people can take advantage of them in the best possible way. The Veda, or the ancient texts, are said to be eternal. They just manifest cyclically. Sometimes they're available, sometimes they're not as available. And the body of literature called the Vedas, there's 4 Vedas, gets summarized in the Upanishads, which is the part of the Vedas that talks about what's beyond just the material world, and especially invokes and encourages introspection, self-realization. And all of those Upanishads get summarized in a book called the Brahma Sutras, which are spiritual codes to be unpacked. And they are unpacked by great teachers and acharyas. Brahma Sutra in our line has been summarized, or has been given shape and expanded in the book called Srimad Bhagavatam. And that book is said to be the pinnacle of poetic Sanskrit writing. It has various elements. The aesthetic of the book itself in poetry, for those who know Sanskrit, is stunningly beautiful. Even the greatest Sanskritists marvel at the Srimad Bhagavatam in the way that it is composed. Philosophically, it's also unparalleled. All the greatest teachers have gravitated over thousands of years to the Srimad Bhagavatam for the perfection of understanding philosophy and making it practical. And it's, in summary, put forth as reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Those several elements, indicating that there are ways of the world in which we can become waylaid and forget what our real purpose of life is. And in my readings of the Srimad Bhagavatam, I've come across a phrase several times that I never really stopped to look at, but when I did, it was a showstopper. We were at Govardhan Hill Ashram in Vrindavan, where we go every year to read Srimad Bhagavatam during the month of Kartik. That's coming up, in case anybody wants to go, book now. And it's the phrase, will-o'-the-wisp. If you saw the title of the class tonight, you might have seen that it's called Beware the Will-o'-the-Wisp. It sounds archaic, and if it sounds archaic, that's because it's from 1661. And it's usually in context with something that indicates something illusory. So when we looked it up, we sit and hear Bhagavatam, and oftentimes when I'm reading and I come across a phrase that I'm taking for granted, I like to look it up. So let me tell you what will-o'-the-wisp means. It's a physical phenomenon that takes place in plant matter that sometimes spontaneously combusts because of the chemistry's here, but I don't want to bore you with it. But as is mentioned in the etymological dictionary, the will-o'-the-wisp is a flame-like phosphorescence caused by gases from decaying plants in marshy areas. Did you get all that? You sure? Okay. Okay, I'll say it again. The will-o'-the-wisp is a flame-like phosphorescence caused by gases from decaying plants in marshy areas. There you have it. It was personified as Will with a capital W with the wisp, a sprite who carried a fleeting wisp of light. Foolish travelers were said to try to follow the light and were then led astray into the marsh. The basic level is that in a pile of organic matter, sometimes due to a combination of chemicals, there's a little light that comes out. And travelers who are moving along the road in the evening or at night then may look out and think, this is something hopeful. You see a light in the darkness, you think, oh, somebody must be home. There must be something going on over there, and they'll gravitate in that direction. But the problem is, these flames generally come from marshy areas. So the traveler then would gravitate towards the light, and when he or she gets there, finds themselves steeped in mud and sludge and waylaid. This was taken further. As it's mentioned here, there were personifications of this in plays and poems and so forth, in which there was a sprite, which means like a ghost or something like that, that would create a flame and then would lead travelers astray. And in some of the dramas, what would happen was the light would be flickering and the travelers would follow it and the sprite would induce them to follow it. Is it up on the screen now or something? That's pretty good if it is. And then that ghost-like person with the flame would lead the person to a precipice or an abyss. They'd be at the edge of it. And then the light would go out. Sorry to scare anybody. I know it's a family show tonight. And then one is lost in darkness. And the Srimad Bhagavatam gives us this orientation to illusion that there are travelers waylaid by fog. We see in the distance something that looks promising. In fact, there's a section in the Srimad Bhagavatam that describes a merchant who goes off into the forest to find treasure and then is lost and can't find their way out. So the Srimad Bhagavatam says, beware of such false lights, because as is already explained in the undergraduate study of the Srimad Bhagavatam called the Bhagavad Gita, this world is a reflection of reality. Urdva mulamada shakam ashvatam prahar avyayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda vedavit. Krishna describes this material world as a 180-degree reflection from reality, which is the other 180 degrees, and then gives the metaphor of a banyan tree. It says the whole material world is like a banyan tree. A banyan tree has its roots upward and its branches down. It's convoluted. It's hard to see which is which. And Krishna says in the Gita, na rupam astyeha tato palabhyate nanto nachadir nachasam pratishta ashvatam enam suvarudamulam asanga shastrena dridhena chitva tatak padam tak parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nirvatanti bhuya tameva chadyam purusham prapadye. That one should recognize that we're lost in a hopeless condition in the material world. He says, narupam asyeha talopalabhite. We can't see the form of the universe. We can't see that far. Our senses aren't powerful enough to see that far. you can't see where it begins or where it ends. And we don't know our place in it. We need orientation. We need some light. So in a sense, just as the traveler has been seduced by the light and has followed it and found themselves at a precipice and then is in darkness. It's a frightening condition of life. And therefore, Bhagavatam also says, no wonder you're afraid, you're lost. Have you ever been lost before? Was it when you were a kid or as an adult? Adult, both? I mean, kids get lost easily at fairs and people are always announcing, you know, we have your kid. I got lost once walking in Tokyo. I followed a river for a long way on a long walk, and then I followed it, I thought, back. But turned out there were two of them. They looked fairly similar, and I was late for a flight. And I went from happy-go-lucky to suddenly feeling a sense of doom, that I was lost, and an embarrassment as well. How could I be lost? I'm an adult. And so there's a sense of that in this world when we really think about our existential situation in this world. We don't know how we got here. We're not sure when we're going to be asked to leave, although if we think about it much, it's a little bit unsettling because it seems like one way or another it's going to be unceremonious when we are asked to vacate. And we're not even sure what's going to happen from moment to moment. So the Bhagavatam then says, find your bearings. Srimad Bhagavatam is called Krishne Swa Damo Bhagate Dharma Ganadi Bisaha Kalonashcha Drishamesha Purar Norko Danodita. When you're that lost, you need the sun. And Bhagavatam says also that when you're in fog and you can't see, you need the sun to rise to burn off the fog. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the verse I just quoted, says that it's arisen as a light to orient us to not only where we are, but who we are and what our ultimate purpose of life is. And the verse invites us, just as the sprite might mislead us and say, here's the way, and then we end up lost, embarrassed, even in a treacherous and dangerous situation. So the Bhagavatam, in a benevolent way, is inviting us that find the true light so that you can feel confident about your life and about the direction you're going and no longer feel lost. Reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. I've been reading the Bhagavatam for some time, and my realization of the presentation in the Srimad Bhagavatam is that it gets me, in that it understands me. The colloquial saying, you really get me. Have you ever said that to somebody? Like, yeah, he really gets me. She really gets me. So in a similar way, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we have this, I'm saying we, I mean, I know other people that have similar experience as myself. We have this sense that Bhagavatam understands my existential, if I may be so bold, crisis. And also is compassionate about it. At the same time, it's very straightforward. My conclusion in reading Bhagavatam, at least one of them, is that it understands all of the human psychological conditions that cause us trouble and that waylay our progress in developing ourselves to our highest potential, which is spiritual. And then by presenting in categories of psychological maladies, it unlocks our potential. And I'll give you some categorical examples. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says there's 3 psychological conditions that we have to overcome in order to be liberated and feel happy again. Would you like to know what they are? Okay. The verse in Bhagavad Gita says, Vita Raga Paya Krodha. So Vita means you have to remove these obstacles. And the first one is Raga. Raga means attachment to that which is temporary. This is one of the basic themes of all the wisdom texts. If you look at Buddhism, you'll see that the cause of all suffering is what is called asat trishna. Trishna means thirst, not Krishna, but trishna with a T. What's going on over there? Is it? Oh, cool. Okay. And asat means that which is temporary. It's here today, gone tomorrow. So my teacher once was speaking at a Rotary, and business people were there, and he said, here's an example, that one day this person got a hot tip on some stocks from his broker, and the broker said, yeah, you should invest as much as possible. So he put all his savings, I think he mortgaged the house too, into the stock, and the broker called back a little in the afternoon and said, I have really good news, and that is that you've become a billionaire. It went up. And then the broker called back at the end of the day and said, I've got more news. You're broke. Because it went back down again. In fact, it went below what it was before, so you've lost everything. That's it. End of story. That was a description, my spiritual master was saying, of our fortune here in the material world, and that's what's called asat. You think you have something, but it's elusive. It slides through our fingers. So Krishna says, give up attachment, that intense attachment to those objects, relationships that are here today and gone tomorrow, because that's the cause of misery. And the next one is bhaya, which means fear. And that means that we become fearful of a description of our own personhood, because we've had so many experiences in relationships, personal relationships, that have ended. They end, and it's assuming we accept the continuum that we've had previous lives. Every life we've had relationships that we were very invested with, and we'd have to give them up. So then there's an underlying fear that everyone has of relationships in this world, because we have a sense that they're here today and gone tomorrow. And then there's a conclusion that perhaps I should just become a non-person. And sometimes in spiritual philosophies, there's this twist in which you start off as a person, and then the ultimate results of your spiritual practice is that you become a non-person. You give up your personhood and you merge into something that's amorphous, where you no longer have a sense of yourself. This could be very appealing, said my teacher once when he was describing this phenomena, because he said, sometimes when people are in a lot of pain, it seems better to just cease to exist at that time. And for instance, if your finger is so inflamed and sore, it may seem to make sense that I'll just amputate my finger. But the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita says, cure it, don't end it. Because you do have a personality. You're a person. You always have been, you are now. Like, check and see right now if you are. Seriously. Look inside. Do you feel like you're a person? That's because you are, according to the Bhagavad Gita. And you will be tomorrow morning when you wake up. You'll be a person. And even when we leave this present body, which is inevitable because this body's just a shell, we'll also be a person. So we have to reconcile that, Krishna says. We have to get back in touch with our real personhood. It's not our body. We're playing a role as a body. This body will be recycled at a certain time. So, and the third is krodha. Krodha means I become angry because there's so many conflicting ideas about what to do and what's the truth and so many things. So then I say, well, nobody knows anything. This is a philosophy of frustration. So the Srimad Bhagavatam sorts all that out in its various chapters. It's strategically designed for us as human beings to go through and hear. And these three categories of misconception are, we're relieved of these misconceptions as we go through the Srimad Bhagavatam. Like a friend that takes us through various scenarios, that talks us down from our worst fears, that helps us when we've forgotten our way in life, and it shows us the way. Srimad Bhagavatam is the book that the great teachers of bhakti recommend you read every day. Before you greet the dawn, before you go out into the world, orient yourself to your real purpose in life. A story I heard today was about Alexander the Great. And just before he passed away, he had instructed his ministers who attended him of how to conduct his funeral. It's a pretty macabre lecture tonight, isn't it? So he told them, take all my wealth and scatter it along the road all the way up to where I'm going to be buried. And then he said, in the coffin that you carry me in, and make sure my hands are hanging out outside so everyone can see my empty hands. And he said, I want the best of doctors in my whole kingdom to be the pallbearers, to carry my dead body and my coffin along. And his minister said, what does all this mean, sire? He said, first of all, I want everyone in the world to see that you can't take any wealth with you. You'll just leave it on earth. And secondly, I want to see that I'm leaving with nothing. I came in the world with nothing, and now my palms are empty. And thirdly, I want everyone to see that even the best doctors in the whole world and my whole kingdom could not save me. This is a kind of reminder, not to scare us, but actually to help refocus us on what's most important in life. And you'll find this throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam. For instance, Prahlad Maharaj, who was a 5-year-old saint, had spoken a verse, Balasya neha sharadam pitaro nishinghanartasya chagamudan batimajato. Now, taptasya tat pratividirya ihanjasheshtas tavad bibo tanubritam twarupekshitanam. He said that parents can't really protect their children. A boat on the water can't protect a drowning person. And he said the best doctors in the world can't save us. When you go to a doctor, sorry if there's any doctors in the house, this isn't derogatory, by the way. We're not against modern medicine. I'm not. I use it all the time. We do our best in all cases. You do try to save your children. You try to protect them in every way possible, and you do take the best medicine you can possibly find. And if somebody's drowning on ocean, you do try to save them. But here's what Prahlad said. He said, if you go to a doctor, no, actually I'm saying this is my own commentary. If you go to a doctor, what do they tell you? They say, we'll do our best. That's all they can say, right? And I had a procedure done to my knee once, and I went in and I had to sign 7 sheets. And basically what they said was, if we kill you accidentally or for any reason, don't mind. And then we have the Titanic. I mean, it's perfectly matched, although it happened way after the time of the Bhagavatam. It was the unsinkable ship that sank on its maiden voyage. And as parents, we do the best we can to take care of our children, but everybody knows there's no guarantee. So Bhagavatam divests us of the idea that we can actually find some shelter here in the material world, and advises us to give ourselves to the Supreme, Krishna, through the process of devotional service. One last example, although there are many, but this is one I especially like because it's so practical, and I think you'll like it too. And that is the story of Bali Maharaj in the Srimad Bhagavatam. This story about Bali the king, who meets an incarnation of Krishna, Vaman, who is, by the way, noted in many literatures to be one of the most charming of all of Krishna's incarnations. I mean, he's a tiny little Brahmin. Everything about him is intriguing and attractive, irresistible. And he approaches, at that time, kings would give charity to Brahmanas. And he came, a little dwarf Brahmin, to the king, and he begged 3 steps of land. And King Bali said, oh, come on. I'm the emperor. You don't come to the emperor and ask for 3 steps of land. And Vaman replied, if I'm not satisfied with 3 steps of land, which is enough for me to lie down, sleep at night, all I need is little, then I wouldn't be satisfied even if you gave me 3 planets in your kingdom. So Bali said, okay, you could take the 3 steps. And Bali Maharaj's advisor, Shukracharya, said, you just made a big legal error. That's not a Brahmin. That's God coming to take everything from you. And Bali then said, well, if that's who it is, then shouldn't I give it to him? And this is where he left his guru, because his guru said, no. There's a clause that says, until you pour water, the deal's not done. So it doesn't matter what you told them, even if you promised. We didn't sign the contract. And Bali, for Bali, who was pure-hearted, actually, and a good soul, simple soul, he thought, this seems devious. I made a promise, I'm going to carry out, I don't care what the legal details are. And so he was forewarned, and he already knew that this little dwarf was going to take more than 3 steps of land. How much more, nobody could say, because who can predict what Krishna's going to do? So Bali Maharaj said, of course, take it. And Vamandev expanded to the size of the universe, took everything from Bali. And then he had taken 2 steps, which he had asked for. I want 3 paces of land, which ended up encompassing everything. And then he said, I have a 3rd step. Where should I put it? And Bali said, on my head. So this story, the reason I like it is because it induced in my mind a doctrine to live by called, and I made this up, the doctrine of preemptive giving. And here's how it works. hold on. Don't start throwing checks up here yet. Whatever you have, close your eyes. Relax a little bit. No, really, close your eyes to hear this next part. Whatever you have right now, just imagine everything you have. I'm imagining you have a few things. One way or another, you're going to lose it. Time, government, cousins in need, etc., etc. So, if somebody takes it from you, you don't get any credit. Just like everyone else in this world who loses everything, and especially everything at the end. But if you give it to Krishna before it's taken, then you get eternal credit. You can open your eyes again. I just wanted you to see if you had any stuff. So it means Bali set the example. Give your life. Give your wealth. Give your breath. Give everything to Krishna, because it's just going to be taken anyway. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Neha bikramana shosti pratyavayona vidite swalpam apyasya dharmasya traite mahdovayat. Even if you give a tiny bit, he said, it's your greatest credit. What to speak of, you just say, I'll just give everything. How about that? You can sign it over. We'll have a booth outside. Little box you can check off. I bequeath everything to Krishna. Check off the box. You'll feel so relieved. Just ask Brihat Madunga. He doesn't have anything. He's a brahmachari. And look at his smile. He dances. He's happy. Wakes up early in the morning. Sits and chants Krishna's names. Not a worry in the world. So, I'm giving examples from the Srimad Bhagavatam, that it really is our friend. Bhagavatam loves us because Krishna loves us, and the Bhagavatam is Krishna. It's the greatest thing one can do to uplift one's spirit and life and overcome the obstacles of life by regularly reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and also give it to other people. I know whole families that have been transformed because they got the Bhagavatam. Somebody knocked on their door, and they opened the door, and there was somebody offering the Srimad Bhagavatam, and they reluctantly took it, but then ended up transforming their whole lives and their whole family's lives. So enough said. I'm a big fan of the Bhagavatam, as you can tell. I advocate for Srimad Bhagavatam. It's on earth. It's available. You should get it. And also give it. If somebody has a wedding, don't give them a toaster. Don't give them not even a, what are those little ovens called? Easy Bake Oven or something? Don't give them that junk. You just have to recycle it anyway, huh? They already have one. And besides, they're not going to like the one you give them anyway. I guarantee you, they're going to re-gift it. Don't give them that. Please. Give them Srimad Bhagavatam. They'll go, wait, what? And then they're going to say, well, you changed my life. This movement was started with Srimad Bhagavatam. My spiritual master brought it with him on a boat. He came penniless, but he brought the Bhagavatam. He went to great pains to make sure it got out to the world. So that's the great treasure. It's not the brick and mortar here that we come to relish. It's the wisdom that changes our life. And that's all in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So please don't stampede, but afterwards, I welcome you. In fact, I'm urging you, it sounds like, that you should take the Bhagavatam, and if you say, I already have one, then just figure out how many rooms you have in your house. And if you want better feng shui or vastu, then put one in every room. And then you'll never feel alone, because Krishna will be there with you in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming to the ISKCON of Toronto. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for leading us in such a wonderful class, and especially good wedding gift advice. Yes? Now we know what to do. As we kind of continue
too.
on.
Yeah, funeral.
We do have a few announcements, but before we get into that, I'm going to invite Shamwini Devidasi to come up here to speak a bit more about a little treat that we have for today. Yes?
Hare Krishna. So as we heard, it's the Srimad Bhagavatam that is the source of all wisdom that transforms our lives. And today, especially today, we have the opportunity to hear, we heard from His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu about the power of Srimad Bhagavatam, how it's the friend, the shelter, the solace, the guiding light. All of us have many issues in our life, and the Srimad Bhagavatam is an infallible source of wisdom and guidance. So if you don't have the Srimad Bhagavatam, please consider the opportunity of taking a Srimad Bhagavatam.
If there's somebody here who doesn't have Srimad Bhagavatam, and you don't have the wherewithal to pay for it, I would like to gift you a Srimad Bhagavatam tonight.
The Srimad Bhagavatam set is on display here.
But I'm going to have to look at your financial records before I hand it over.
It has 18 volumes, 12 cantos, which is the literary incarnation of Sri Krishna himself. The set is available only for $351. Well, $351 only. We have it in many languages: Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Spanish, French, Tamil, Telugu, and other languages as well. If you do have the Srimad Bhagavatam, please consider giving it as a gift. Because when we give, we grow in our own realization and our own life. And globally, at this time, all over the world, there are people who are distributing Srimad Bhagavatam sets to other seekers. There's a worldwide goal of 68,000 sets. It's a campaign called the Bhadra Purnima. The campaign is called Bhadra Purnima. It is there is a benediction in the Srimad Bhagavatam itself that if on the full moon day in the month of Bhadra, which is September 17th this year, if someone gifts a Srimad Bhagavatam set, they're guaranteed a ticket to the spiritual world. No more stresses, no more heartbreaks. As a part of this gift-giving option, we also have options for you to send sets anywhere in the world. From Russia, Antarctica, New Zealand, India, Africa, Italy, anywhere you'd like. We also have special programs to support Gram Vidyadan. Sets that you sponsor will be placed in villages in India where there's a lot of infiltration happening with other philosophies and ideologies, and sending Srimad Bhagavatam sets there helps revive the Vedic culture. There's also an opportunity to send sets to Latin America, where there's people who are ready to read, but they don't have the means to get it. Your gift will make a difference in their life, and it will definitely make a difference in your life. Today, as a special treat, Vaisesika Prabhu will sign the Srimad Bhagavatam sets if you choose to get them. Only today, because Prabhu is leaving tomorrow morning. So this opportunity for this year is only for today. The Srimad Bhagavatam sets are available for $351. If you choose to send a gift to somebody in India or Latin America, it's $251 only. We have monthly installments for as little as $1 a day available for this. If you sponsor, your donations are also tax deductible. So please come forward, support this revolution of covering the earth with transcendental wisdom. Hare Krishna.
I know that we've listened to such a great class. There is now an invitation for all of you to come up and take a Srimad Bhagavatam. And guess what? I still have some more announcements before you get to your free vegetarian feast. So I apologize very quickly, but I'll get right into it. We'd like to, again, thank everybody that's here today. We always ask if there's anyone here for the very first time or maybe their second time by a raise of hands. Oh, we have love. Thank you. Wonderful. So as a treat, you can come up here to the front. We have some guides here that can help you to navigate yourself around the temple. So I'll ask Amala Harinam, Najmiya, Monil, and Dinal to just stand up very, very quickly, just so that you can put a face to the name. Wonderful, thank you. So if They can come stand over here. If you are, again, here for the very first time, please join one of these wonderful devotees here. They can help you go around the temple and understand what's going on. We'd like to thank our cooks and our sponsors for today. So the cooks for today are Katwanga Prabhu, Mahajan Prabhu, Sudevi Mataji, and Sham Sundari Mataji. Not an easy feat to try to cook for 5 people, what to speak of, I don't know, 200, 300 people. So thank you to them. We'd also like to thank our sponsors for today, Aman Madan, who wishes his wife Preeti a very happy birthday. That was very sweet. So a round of applause for them as well. There's also, as part of being part of a large community, we obviously celebrate things together, and we also mourn things together. So unfortunately, we heard the news that Bindu Madhava Prabhu, a member of one of our sister temples here in the GTA, passed away earlier this week suddenly. And there's a picture commemorating him here below Srila Prabhupada. We didn't get a chance to, we'll have a chance to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in memory for him. But there was a devotee who put up a very small paragraph about him, and I'll just speak a few lines from here. Bindu Madhava Prabhu began his spiritual journey 13 years ago at ISKCON Brampton, and quickly became a dedicated and enthusiastic devotee. He served selflessly across many GTA centers, including Brampton, Milton, Niagara Falls, Burlington, and Oakville. And he was also contributed significantly to the basement renovations here in ISKCON Toronto. He was known for giving his classes on Bhagavad Gita to young children as well as adults, and his love for kirtan was unmistakable. He sang and danced with such enthusiasm that his presence was always felt. So collectively, we heard the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra before. We'll chant it together 3 times together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, everybody. And we send our heartfelt thoughts and prayers to the whole entire family, as well as ISKCON Milton, for this loss. Thank you. With that, I know I'm going to change very drastically here, but we do have many festivals that are going to round off our summer time, which actually starts tomorrow with the appearance day of Lord Balaram, who is the brother of Krishna. The program will be in the evening starting at 6 p.m. with a class as well, and free vegetarian feast provided afterwards, and lots of kirtan, which is how we like to celebrate everything. And with that, we go right into the next week, followed by the biggest indoor birthday bash of the year, Shri Krishna Janmashtami. So again, there will be celebrations happening throughout the weekend. Actually, it will start on Sunday and then go right into Monday, which is the day that we'll be celebrating Shri Krishna Janmashtami here. There'll be, again, much kirtan, prashadam. There will be a midnight darshan as well that everyone craves to see. There's going to be more information that will be provided on our website at torontokrishna.com to learn more about all the details that are happening that day. There is a couple more announcements, and I'm going to go through them very quickly, and I apologize again. But we wanted to also just mention that following Shri Krishna Janmashtami is another important day on Tuesday, August 27th, and that is the Vyas Puja of Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya. So we get to celebrate him as well the following day. So I know everybody will be tired the day before, but we still kindly ask for you to all join us the next day, as it's a very important day. The program will be starting at 11 o'clock. With that, as our time comes very close, we ask everyone that you can stand up to partake in the vegetarian feast. We kindly ask if everyone can stay on this level while partaking in that. Again, I know everybody's getting their vegetarian feast, but we still remind you that the invitation is wide open to get your Srimad Bhagavatam today, signed by Vaisesika Prabhu. So please start a lineup over here. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Are you writing or how are you do the writing? Okay, you will tell me the name? Sure. I'll follow you.
Yes, Hindi Bhagavatam sets can also be signed, and Narayani Mataji is coming to the book table for an announcement. One Hindi set is a gift to somebody in Toronto. Narayani Mataji here is giving a gift of a Hindi Srimad Bhagavatam set to somebody in Toronto. Haribol!